So next question is, what do you think? We are giving so much importance to thinking in life, right? Thinking is very important. No? Thinking is the least important thing in life. But we give so much importance to thinking. Thinking is not at all related to life at all. But our whole life is centered around thinking.
But it is a part of life, Guruji.
Thinking is not a part of life at all. When you think, you are missing life.
That is right. What actually is happening is that is one.
What actually is happening is, when you think, you miss life. When you don't think, life is there.
Yeah, definitely.
Thinking is always about past or future, and life is always in present moment. If you think, you are missing life. If you are living life, you are missing thinking. What a paradox of life. And we have converted our whole life into thinking process. We don't have inkling of the problems created by thinking. Thinking is always about future and past. Life is always present moment. If you think, you'll miss the life. If you live the life, you'll miss the thinking. Choose. Second option. But then your next question is, how do I live? Because you're so accustomed to thinking. So what do you think? Right? What you think is important in life. Because what you think, you'll become. Yad bhavayati tad bhavati. Whatever you think, you become. Now, for a moment, just give a thought. What do you think about yourself? All of us have a thought, all of us have a base background, no? Thinking about ourselves. Correct? I mean, if you don't know, I'll tell you exactly what you think. Constantly, what you think, we become that. Right? Yat bhavayati, tad bhavati. Is it clear? What you're thinking is creating the life which will happen to you. Programming. It's a programming. Your thinking is a program. What are you thinking about yourself? What do you think about the world? Is the question clear? So, let me give you ABCD choices. You choose. I am a seeker. So, you'll be perpetually a seeker in the life. You are creating a seeker identity. I am a man. You are creating man identity, perpetuating man identity. I am a woman. You are creating perpetuating woman identity. I am miserable in life. You are creating miserable identity. Whatever you think, blessing. So be it. Tatastu. You are thinking because your reality in life. I am suffering in life. So be it. Tatastu.
But Guruji, consciously I can say I'm Brahman, but subconscious is what universe knows, right?
Consciously, I can say I am Brahman. Subconsciously, no, universe knows.
Yeah, I can't fake it.
You cannot fake it.
I can fake it. That is
Subconsciously, I feel consciously, after listening to all Vedanta, I know I'm Brahman. But subconsciously, I feel still I'm a woman. That's what I'm saying. What you feel, what you think is reality. That reality has to be corrected with Jnana. See, consciously, all of this, you uttered a couple of Vedanta lectures, very clear. I am Brahman consciously. But subconsciously, I'm the same old woman, same old man, same suffering person, same lady, good old lady, good old man, right? Because subconscious is a storehouse of impressions. That correction is required. That's called Chitta Shuddhi. Otherwise, any intelligent person, any smart person, listening to a couple of Vedanta lectures, we can confidently say, I am Brahman. But deep inside, there's a Purva-Pakshi. Immediately, lawyer is there inside. How can he be Brahman? I will come back. So your mind is actually a good friend of you. It will never allow you to go in the wrong way. It will come back. You say you're Brahman. How can you be a Brahman? It will say. Ultimately, you have to answer your mind. That's called nididhyasa. You have to satisfy your mind. Yes, I am Brahman. Then subconscious also gets settled down. Otherwise, subconscious will keep on projecting.
Who are you to ask me?
Who are you to ask me? So, basically, Vedanta has Shravana, listening, and Manana, contemplation. Shravana and Manana happens to with respect to Satsanga and Sadguru. Nididhyasa happens to your inner consciousness, inner Guru. Okay? The mind will come back and say, oh, you are saying Brahman. Are you? Will get angry. See, you got angry. You are not Brahman. Ultimately, the test is coming from within. That is called inner Guru.
And there could be outer people.
No, I'm saying all outer people you leave. Finally, you sit in the room. At least in my room, I am Brahman. Okay. Nobody is that object. No, in your room, close all the doors. There's no wife to object, no husband to object. You are Brahman. Okay, I am Brahman. Suddenly, mind will come back and say, are you really Brahman? Yesterday you got angry. The other day you are foolish. So how can you be Brahman? The mind will question.
No, when you step out of the room also, you'll be.
Step out of the room, there are 100 people will catch you. Ultimately, you have to satisfy yourself. You are Brahman. Your inner, what I call the inner subconscious mind also. That's what is called nididhyasa. Are you ready to? Are you able to satisfy that guy? He is very, very sharp. Okay, that's why Purva-Pakshi in Sanskrit is nothing but your mind. Purva-Pakshi in Vedanta, right? Purva-Pakshi come and ask very intelligent questions. Okay, Vedanta has a Siddhanti who teaches Vedanta, and Purva-Pakshi will ask very intelligent questions, very subtle questions to catch this fellow. Siddhanti has to answer all those things to escape that Purva-Pakshi's doubt. Now Purva-Pakshi becomes your mind. Siddhanti becomes your conscious mind. Are you able to answer your Siddha, Purva-Pakshi? Then you will become very, very peaceful. Your mind becomes devil's advocate. Your conscious mind becomes guru's advocate.
There's two lawyers to deal with.
Two lawyers to deal with. So finally, when you are able to settle the dispute between them, okay, then the judge is Sakshi, Atma. Okay, my lord, Purva-Pakshi is defeated. Then my lord says, okay, you are Brahman now. The greatest fight happens inside the Mahabharata. That's what I'm talking Bhagavad Gita, inner Mahabharata.
Conscious mind has to withdraw and say, I don't care, I don't want to convince you, I will be Sakshi.
No, that won't work because then next moment it will come back. So, what do you think is?
Purva-Pakshi is like Rakta Bijasara. You satisfy one question, there are 1 lakh questions waiting.
There's only one question, who am I? Okay, so there is a saying, Yad bhavayati tad bhavati. So there is a, what you call Brahmara Kitanaya. Brahmara is a bee, Kita is a insect. So a bee catches hold of insect and puts it in a nest for feeding it to its kids. The insect is so worried, so tensed up about the Brahmara, it will constantly think of Brahmara. And one day it starts flying like Brahmara and flies away. Whatever you think, you become that. Yad bhavayati tad bhavati. It's called Brahmara Kitanaya. Right? Now, please ask yourself, what are you constantly thinking in your life? That's what you will become. You have to be genuine to yourself. What is constantly in the back of your mind, you may in the conscious, outside you may have some consciousness, Outside you may deal with something, but that back of your mind, always consciously something is there.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. That's what you'll become.
What is the way to do it?
That at the background of me, your God should be there. That's what is Mukti. That's what liberation is. At the background of your mind, consciously, in the background processing, always you are thinking of something. Something important will be there. Right? Some point of time, the boy is constantly thinking of the girl. Girl is constantly thinking of the boy at some age. Or boy is constantly thinking of job. Or boy and girl are getting married. They're constantly thinking of children. Some problem or something requires our attention in the background of mind all the time. So that what you are thinking, what is your background of mind has to dissolve. What should be there is Sakshi, Atma, Brahman should be there at the background of your mind all the time. Is it there?
No face.
No place is there. Yad bhavaiti tad bhavati. That's why I met you two people about 40 years back in my last company, right? I remember one incident. I learned one incident from your, actually my first lesson came from you people. Okay, first lesson spirituality. They were newly married. Okay, you got married much earlier than me, and we went on a picnic. In other people were there in company. They are making fun of these two people. They don't remember. I remember. It remembered very sharply in my mind. They're making, see them, how different they look. After 25 years, they'll look alike, they'll say. Okay? After 25 years later, both faces will look alike. See how young they are now? They are different. But they actually got married just a month back. They were coming. This girl was looking very young. That person is very young. Both are energetic and both are looking very different. One person was making fun of them. Now are these people are like this? See, after 15, 25 years, they look alike. I understood my first principle of life. Whatever you think, you'll become like that. After marriage, husband will constantly think of wife. See, whatever you're afraid of, you have to constantly think, no. See, you may not think what you love most, but what you are afraid, you constantly think. And wife will constantly think of husband.
ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಕಷ್ಟ ಗುರು ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು.
After 25 years, what will happen? Both husbands constantly they are thinking in the background. No, I'm thinking Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Rama, Rama, Rama. In the background, husband. Rama, Rama, Rama. In the background, wife. What you speak is not God. What you speak, God is what is there in your feeling. What is your background of the mind? Is it there? Is there a place for God there? Chanting japa, Rama, 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 Rama. You can keep on chanting. Okay? Inside, every Rama, the husband will come. Every Rama, the kid will come. Every Rama, wife will come. Or every Rama, job will come. Or money will come. The background processing is what you are speaking of, not forward processing. Not what is conscious mind, what is subconscious mind, what is coming up again and again is what is correction required. That's called Chitta Shuddhi. Be true to yourself. What's happening in your life? Constantly what is there in the background? That is called Chitta. Right? No, constantly background. I study Vedanta. I've studied all Upanishads. I'm very, very clear. I'm Brahman. Inside wife will come. Are you really? Inside subconscious the Brahman will come. Immediately. No, I'm Brahman. Because of Vedantic teaching. But are you really? The background processing is wife, not Brahman.
Brahman is there in gaps.
Brahman is there in gaps. Even if the gaps also okay. But the background continuous processing we are speaking of real. That's called Chitta. Are we clear? If not husband or wife or not children, somebody else. Or it may be job, or it may be money, or it may be cricket match, or it may be politics. Something will be there. There is no place for God at all. Understand? Still, I want God. What God you are asking for? The one who says God is conscious mind, one is subconsciously, another God is coming up. The husband God, wife God, children God, money God, business God. How many gods can be there? You tell me. Huh? It's a good damn world. God damn world. So, what is your background of your mind? We are speaking of as chitta. That should be required. Consciously, I have attended 10,000 hours of satsang. Fine. Consciously, I have understood I am Brahman only. Consciously, I have understood Brahman only is there. But deep inside, there is something else is there. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, from you two people, when I was very young, I learned first lesson. You two people are my colleagues. You was my colleague. Somebody told after 25 years of marriage, these people two face will look. Now I remember that. Now I'm looking at your face and I know exactly. I remember same thing. The way you smile, the way your face expressions are there, exactly like. Because husband will constantly think of wife, wife will think of constantly husband. If both think of God, both will be liberated by this time. This is life. That's why wife is life. Right? You become what you think. Be careful about what you think. Yad bhavaiti tad bhavati. This is the principle of Vedanta. That's what we are teaching in this Chitta Shuddhi class. So, you go to a kid's room, okay? There'll be a lot of photos. Because kid is a budding batsman. His room will be full of photos of cricket heroes. Right? Whatever I am fond of, I want to bring it in my environment, room. A film actress will have all the film actors in the room, photos. Because constantly I want to remind that. I want to become like that. This is the principle of yad bhavaiti tad bhavati. Whatever you think, you become that. Now what? Go to the puja room. Okay? Let us go to your puja room. Right? All of our puja room. What is there? Your puja room is what you want to become. Some puja room will go, total confusion. You don't know what is there. Every God's photo is there. Because if this God's photo is there, this God's photo is not what will happen. If this God's photo is there, this God's photo. That's why the puja room will be crowded with gods. Understand? What is your puja room? They are not images. Every photo is God only. But do you have the clarity? The questions, you have the clarity. Right? So what you put in your house, the moment you walk into some house, right, you'll get a predominant feeling. Okay? That house will have certain value system. There's certain aspiration. That aspiration is represented in the puja room or in the dining, in the living room. That aspiration is represented. What is the predominant picture, image, sculpture is there? Tells something about the aspiration of family or individual. Right? Somebody was on spiritual relation path. Go to his puja room, what will you see? A yogi will see your own yogi's photo. All other photos will go to background. A person on the path of spiritual inquiry, self-enquiry, will have his guru's photo. The mind is decluttered now. The focus is very clear in life. What you think, you'll become that. Constant. And what you think is representing the way your room is, where your life is centered around. Because your house is your expression. Your puja room is your aspiration. So, what happens? Our mind has 10,000 thoughts. 60,000 thoughts. Correction, my lord. 60,000 plus thoughts. All random thoughts. And all thoughts are coming from one identity. So that's why people take up japa. Japa means chanting. So constantly by chanting, they want to reduce the number of thoughts in the mind to a single thought. God's name. Rama, Krishna, whatever God's name. They want to reduce the thought processing to instead of multiple thoughts, one thought of God. That's what it's called. Japa is all about. The puja is all about offering and respecting what is valuable to you. So our puja or aspiration or japa is what you want to become in life. Yad bhaveti tad bhavati. If you want to get a mukti, then dana is the way. If you want to constantly think of God, whichever aspect of God, japa. The puja is not a ritual. Puja is how you are connecting to your aspiration to become God. All of us aspire to become God. Deep inside. God means divine. Divine qualities you want to develop in your life. That's what is your puja. Is puja a ritual in your life? A mechanical process? Or is a puja a conscious process by which I am developing the divine qualities? Yad bhavaite tad bhavati. Whatever God, Ishtadevata you are having in your life, is that quality coming in your life? Yad bhavaite tad bhavati. The quality of Ishtadevata is reflecting in your life? Is it happening? So that is called puja. Puja is not flowers you put. Puja is not light you light. Puja is not arti you do. Puja is the divine quality of your Ishta Devata, Devata which you are worshipping, that starts manifesting in your life. That's called puja. Now look at yourself. So there are various ways in Sanatana Dharma. Many ways Sanatana Dharma is finding an expression to aspiration to expression to become divine. One is called yoga, Ashtanga yoga, tantra. Tantra is your body becomes a vehicle. Bharatanatyam, dance, music, all of these are there to take you closer to God. So we have found n number of ways. Dance, Bharatanatyam, yoga, tantra, japa, yajna. All these things are to connect to the divinity so that we develop the divinity within us. Yad bhaveti tad bhavati. Whatever you think, you become that. Whatever you think, your life becomes that. It becomes the expression of that. I don't think. This is called puja. We mistake the puja because somebody is putting flowers, somebody is putting a nama or a dress. They're external. Internally, the puja is actually transforming you within. The qualities of the divine is manifesting in you. That is the real puja. Yad bhavaiti tad bhavati. Whatever you think, you become that. Is that happening in your life? Then you are doing puja. Otherwise, you are doing a ritual. Mechanical.